Lego Batman, Legacy of the Dark Knight hype continues, and I have a plethora of information for all of you guys. I've heard back from some of my contacts, as well as been speaking to some friends on the internet, and, well, this is what we've got together. This will be a lengthy list, so don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And let's get to it. First and foremost, I want to say that I'm very excited about the prospect of this game, and, well, I thought the game was going to be celebrating, we'll say, more of the darker elements of Batman, but there will be camp. What do I mean by camp? Well, some of the costumes, which have been released and revealed thanks to YouTubers and the press, shows that there will be all eras of Batman's 86 years in existence in the game. There will be a total of 100 suits. Originally, I reported that there'll be 50. Haha, no! There will be 100 Bat Suits. That means that the new LEGO Batman game will have the most Bat Suits in any Batman game in existence. But we'll get into that. So what do I mean by camp? Well, the Rainbow Batman skin is back, which we saw in both the LEGO Batman 3, I believe, and it was in an episode of Batman Brave and the Bold. Now, this suit has its origins in the 1950s, the Silver Age Batman. I don't talk about this very much because Silver Age was weird. Thanks to the Comics Code Authority, Batman had to be reinvented and made, well, more kid-friendly. Gone was the era of the 1940s dark murderous storylines, and in came, well, more... I don't even know what to call it. Batman went to space, he got superpowers, he fought giant aliens, you name it. Anything happened weird in the Silver Age. So there will be a few Silver Age suits. I don't know how many. My contact laughed at me, and he's like, you don't like the Silver Age. It's like, no, I don't like the Silver Age. Never liked the Silver Age. But, yeah. So you'll be seeing Silver Age Batman suits. I can't confirm how many there are. There will be a few. Now, this is the important thing. You will start the game with the Battinson Batmobile. So if you don't like that Batmobile, too bad. You have to play with it at the beginning. But you will unlock other Batmobiles. While there's no pictures for these Batmobiles, I can confirm that the 89 Batmobile, so the Keaton-mobile, along with the Keaton Batsuit, are in the game. The Batman Forever Batsuit, the Sonar one, and the Batmobile are in the game. How you unlock them? Information is sketchy. Collecting red bricks, doing something in the game, doesn't really matter. Ben Affleck's Batsuit is in the game. One of them. As well as his BVS 2016 Batmobile. So those of you saying, oh, Traveler's Tales and all these other people don't like Ben Affleck. That's not true. Even though Ben Affleck didn't have a solo movie and he appears in ensemble stuff, so we probably won't get any story elements, his Batsuit is going to be in the game. So there's that. So people can stop, you know, saying, oh, Traveler's Tales doesn't like Ben Affleck. That's not true. Because I will tell you why. In the LEGO DC Supervillains game, there was paid DLC for Ben Affleck, Henry Cavill, and Gal Gadot's characters that you could play as in the LEGO DC Supervillains game. Now, they didn't have any voices, they didn't have any special traits, but you could play as those characters. The same thing is going to happen in this new Batman game. There is going to be a lot of stuff. Now, getting back to the camp era, because I completely neglected to tell you this, the Adam West Batsuit and Batmobile will be playable in the new Batman game. So if you're a big fan of Adam West, there you go. There is rumors that the BTS Batmobile and the animated series Batsuit will appear in the game because, well, they are doing not only the movies, but they are borrowing from the TV, the video games, and the comics. So you'll have signature Batman suits, actual suits that Batman can wear. It's not going to have any special abilities. It's like Arkham. You switch the suit, you go out, you have fun. Switch the skin of the Batmobile, go out, have fun, do your thing. Right? So you'll have famous comic storyline Batman things. I'm assuming Jim Lee and all this other stuff. I mean, I could name off suits, and if I did, my accuracy would be pretty correct because I'm the Batman guy of the internet. I'm pretty good at this stuff. I was pretty good when it came to Arkham and all this other stuff. So there is, trust me, there's a lot of Batsuits. I can't tell you some. Like, Batman Beyond is no comment from me, as well as my contacts, as well as interviews. Because we don't know how far this Batman story is going to go. We don't know if there's going to be a DLC. We don't know. But I'm sticking with the Batsuits right now. So, Adam West, Michael Keaton, Val Kilmer. I don't know about Batman and Robin. I asked, and they wrote lol. So, take it how you will. You take it with a grain of salt. It's probably going to happen. There are elements in the story that are about Batman and Robin, including Mr. Freeze thugs. So Mr. Freeze will be in the game. He's a villain, and his thugs are based on the Batman and Robin. So there's going to be camp, there's going to be darkness, there's going to be Bat Family. So there's a lot to get excited about. You have no idea how exciting this is. Like, this is, if you've been a fan of the Lego games, this is a game that you've waited for with bated breath for such a long time that, I mean, in 2008 they did a lot with the Lego Batman game. Lego Batman 2 still, to me, is pinnacle Batman until this comes out. Massive open world, all kinds of fun stuff. So, good things. And I probably lost track of Batsuits. The only thing that I really cared about was the Ben Affleck, the Adam West stuff, and the animated series. I'm assuming the animated series Batman suit is going to be in the game, but the Batmobile most likely is, thanks to the screenshot here. Now, for Batmobiles, we don't, again, have screenshots of the Keaton-mobile, but the fact that there is going to be various Keaton storylines from the '89 movie, as well as the Batman Returns movie, you will see the Keaton-mobile utilized. And there's no way that they're going to leave this Batmobile out of the equation. So, just get that out of your head. Most likely the film Batmobiles that you'll see, and if I'm wrong about this, come back and yell at me in the future. But this is what I think so far based on information I've heard. You start with a Pattinson, you unlock the '89 Batmobile, or it's part of the story. The Tumbler is probably part of the story because there is a significant aspect of the storyline that revolves around the Nolan characters. Joker, Scarecrow, Bane, things like that. Talia has her own new character design, so don't expect her to look like the Talia from Dark Knight Rises. But so you got Tumbler, Batman Forever Batmobile has more or less been confirmed. And am I missing any other ones? The BVS Batmobile has been mostly confirmed. And the Adam West Batmobile. So the other ones, I don't know. Arkham Batmobile has been teased, and, you know, some former Rocksteady contacts, wrote, little smiley faces, so it's possible that the Arkham Batmobile, one of them makes it in, whether it's Arkham Knight or the Arkham Batmobile. There's been a lot of Batmobiles over the years. You will not have as many Batmobiles to drive as Batsuits to wear. So just, you know, please understand that. You're going to get a lot of Batmobiles. You'll get more Batmobiles than you had in Arkham Knight. But you will have way more Batsuits for you to change in the Batcave, I believe, and go out on the streets of Gotham and just do your thing. If you get 10 Batmobiles, that's probably it. If you get 15, jump for joys. But if they put in a ton of Batmobiles, oh my gosh, there's lots of ones I could see, like Brave and the Bold Batmobile, or different versions of the animated series Batmobile that we got in Justice League, and the New Adventures, and, you know, lots of great Batmobiles. The Batman Batmobile from 2004. I could go on and on. I could name tons of those, because this is my area of expertise. But let's put Batman on the back burner. I want to talk about Nightwing. You heard me right. We're talking about Dick Grayson. For the first time ever in a video game, this is going to be an episodic story of Batman from his origin, Batman Begins, which they're going to use for his origin, all the way through a certain point in his career. So, one of those characters that will have a huge role in this storytelling is Dick Grayson. Dick Grayson, you'll meet him at Haley's Circus as part of the Flying Graysons. He'll become Robin, and over the course of the game, he will eventually become Nightwing. This has never been done before. And we're, like, literally charting brand new territory, ladies and gentlemen. Dick Grayson will have his origin all the way through a certain point where he becomes Nightwing. Now, I haven't gotten confirmation from Traveler's Tales or WB or anybody that there will be another Robin besides Dick Grayson. We have Talia, so does that mean Damian will be the Robin? Or are they going to do Tim Drake? Are they going to do, you know, Jason Todd? Or the different costumes that Robin gets, or suits that he changes into, will they be a reflection or an inspiration from a previous Robin? So if you want to play as a Tim Drake Robin from, like, the 90s, you could have that suit. You want to play 1 year later Robin, you can have that suit. That kind of stuff. And then, you know, you're just Nightwing for the rest of the story or something like that. But I could see Damian coming in because Talia is in the game. She's one of the playable heroes in the campaign. I know a lot of people said there's only 7 playable heroes. There's only 7 playable heroes in the campaign. There is also a co-op mode that I know nothing about. But I'm trying to figure out what's going on with that. But I'm not in Germany. So those of you asking if I got hands-on, where the gameplay is, the gameplay that you're seeing throughout this video will be from IGN, GameSpot, some other publications. But I am excited about the Robin element. Batgirl will be the daughter of Commissioner Gordon. She will have various bat suits that I've already heard. Jim Gordon will change lots of different costumes from his, like, first appearance in 1939 and all this other stuff. So Jim Gordon will have various costumes, the way that you saw him, but his skin color will not change. So, again, this is the Jim Gordon that is based on the most current version of the character in the movies, which is the Batman, Commissioner Gordon. And I believe Catwoman is mixed based on the actress who played Catwoman in the Batman, but she will have various Catwoman costumes throughout Catwoman's, you know, history. So you will see the Batman Returns costume, you'll probably see the Matt Reeves, whatever that was, you'll see the Dark Knight Rises back, you know, Catwoman, all this other stuff. So you'll be able to change different suits, characters will have lots of unique abilities. There's so much to get hyped about this game that I'm literally going to have to make an episodic video series just to cover all the information in this game. Because we're not even going to be able to touch combat or any other stuff, because that's a whole other deep dive. I will just tell you briefly, it's Arkham Combat, it's Arkham Stealth, there is the Explosive Gel, there is takedowns, there is stealth takedowns, there is Detective Vision, you know, all kinds of stuff. Plus, there's Riddler trophies. So just talking about that stuff, there's more for me to talk about in a follow-up video to this one, just all the information I have, because I can't even get to everything in this one video. And I do not want to make this a 20-minute video. I have waited ever since the first LEGO Batman game for something to this caliber. One more thing I will say before we go, because I want to leave you guys hanging with more information for a follow-up video later this week. Gotham is much bigger than anything you've ever seen. It is bigger than Arkham Knight. It is bigger than LEGO DC Supervillains. I don't know how massive it is, but the people on the show floor could only get to about 15 to 20% of what Gotham is. The rest is sealed off. And they said, based on the 15 to 20% they got to explore of free roam for like 30 minutes, it is massive. Much bigger than what you would think. You go on the rooftops to get clues, and there's detective elements, and there's just so much that they piled into this game that I could burst into tears as a grown man. As a longtime Batman fan, as someone who's literally played every single Batman game for 40 years, which is a long time. I've seen good Batman games, I've seen bad Batman games, and I've seen mediocre Batman games, spanning the 80s, 90s, 2000, 2010s, and now the 2020s. And this is one of the most ambitious Batman projects that has ever been undertaken. You have to understand this. Whether or not this is a LEGO game, it doesn't matter. This is one of the most ambitious Batman games ever made, and this is something that you need to get hyped about. I have a lot more information to go over in future videos, so make sure you subscribe. If you want to help the channel, you can always become a member. It really helps out a lot. We lost 115 members from transitional period to a new YouTube company at the end of June. YouTube shut off everybody's renewal, and some people that were longtime like members of the channel and aren't active anymore, they don't know they've been, you know, unmembered. So if you guys want to help out, we're always looking for new members. This helps support these news videos, which I do in between my live streams. I live stream for about 11 hours a day, so you probably see this channel always going live if you're new. And the memberships really help out a lot. I hate to do the E, you know, thing, but I got no choice. Like, in order for me to keep doing this, I need help. Ad revenue is a thing of the past, and it's getting worse every year. So you're going to see more and more YouTubers disappear by the wayside. The best way to keep your favorite YouTubers around is to become a member for just $5 a month and help the channel out. Like I said, I have a follow-up video where we'll be talking about a ton of stuff. I have way more to go into, like little aspects of like future characters like Lucius Fox and so many other elements with what Alfred does in the Batcave, and just, you gotta come back for more, okay? I'm planning on releasing another video in 2 days, so thanks for watching. If you want to listen to some of my live streams, I go into way more detail with the live streams. But this has been a fun video. God bless, happy gaming. Later, Gothamites. I'll see you on the next one.
Look! Over there! It's a bat! What are you, nuts? It's a man!
That is just a trick of the light. Break up the specialist hardware. What is this, detective? You guys pals or something?
Not
Not exactly.